Good morning, teachers. For today's session, i-discuss or ituturo ko po sa inyo kung paano po kayo makakapag-create ng class as well as kung paano kayo makakapag-start or makakapag-conduct ng inyong synchronous class using Office 365's MS Teams. Now, just a quick disclaimer, yung ituturo ko po sa inyong method is yung method na ginagamit ko sa pag-a-add ng class as well as kung paano ako mag-add ng student at kung paano ako mag-conduct ng aking synchronous class. There are any other way or marami pang way para makapag-conduct kayo ng inyong synchronous class using MS Teams, but for today's tutorial, ang i-discuss ko po sa inyo is kung paano ko mag-start ng class. Now, if ever na may makita po kayong mga videos na sa tingin nyo po is mas mapapadali sa inyo yung pagko-conduct or pag-a-add ng student using MS Teams, kung saan kayo mas magiging comfortable, I suggest yun po yung gamitin nyo. But if this is the first time na magko-conduct kayo ng inyong synchronous class using MS Teams, pwede nyo pong i-follow yung step-by-step procedure na gagawin ko. Again, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not saying that this is the standard. This is just the way on how I conduct my synchronous class. There are some other videos that can be found over YouTube kung paano po mag-conduct ng synchronous class using MS Teams. Now, for today's tutorial, I'm using my desktop computer. Just like what I've mentioned before, if you're using your laptop or desktop computer, ang first step na gagawin nyo is to open a web browser. Now, make sure na yung desktop or laptop computer nyo has an updated version of Google Chrome. Now, under dito sa address bar, you're going to type here the URL or the website address of Microsoft Office or www.office.com. Under the URL address, simply type office.com. And then pag nag-appear yung welcome screen ng office.com, under here sa sign in, simply click the sign in button. And then under the sign in text box, just type your official TUMCSI Office 365 email address. Just don't forget to include the @tumcsi.onmicrosoft.com on your email address. After that, click the next button. After clicking the next button, pag tinanong na kayo or if you are being asked to enter your password, just enter your permanent password. Na kung halimbawa this is the first time na magla-login kayo sa Office 365 at hindi nyo pa po napapalitan yung inyong temporary password, I suggest panoorin nyo po yung unang video ko on how to first log in kay MS Teams. Now, I'm going to enter my permanent password. After entering my permanent password, just click the sign in button. After clicking the sign in button, I will be asked to stay signed in. I'm just going to click the yes option. And then I will be transported here in this menu. Now, just like what I mentioned kanina, I'm going to conduct a synchronous class or a new synchronous class. Now, the option that you're going to choose for this task is the MS Teams. Now, si MS Teams is isa lang sa mga component ni Office 365. Aside from MS Teams, we also have Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Sway, and Forms. Now, all of these applications are cloud-based. I'm going to open MS Teams. After opening MS Teams, since I'm using the desktop computer and browser-based po yung ginagamit natin, I'm just going to click the use the web app instead. And then, as you can see here in my MS Teams menu, meron na ako ditong dalawang existing na class, the Senior High School Grade 12 Computer class and the Grade 1. Now, I'm just going to create a new class kasi itong dalawang existing na to meron na siyang student. To create a new class in MS Teams, simply click the join or create a team button found on the higher right portion of the screen. After that, you will be presented with two options, create a team or create a new team or join a team with a code. Na kung halimbawa, meron na pong existing team and you will be asked to join that team, yung administrator ng team na yon, they're going to give you a code. Yun yung i-enter nyo rito. If you want to join another team or another class, using that code, you may use this one. Or, pwede rin yung administrator ng teams na yon, sila na lang yung directly mag-i-invite sa inyo. Now, just like what I mentioned, we're going to create a new class. Therefore, I'm going to click the Create Team. After clicking the Create Team, you will be given with 4 options. Create a class, create a professional learning community or PLC, staff, or other. I'm going to click the class option. After clicking the class option, we will be asked to name the class. I'm going to name this class Senior High School dash Grade 10 dash Computer. And then under the description, it is optional. You can add here the class schedule of that particular class. Let's say, for example, it is every Thursdays, 8 to 9 a.m. Now, the description will also serve as a reminder kung ano po yung class na yon, ano yung nilalaman niya, at kung ano yung kinokonduct natin under that class. After that, click Next. After clicking the Next button, you will be asked here to add a student. Under the search for student, make sure that you are already holding the official class list for your classes. Because using those class lists, dito nyo po isa-search yung inyong mga students. Na kung halimbawa, yung student na sino-search nyo is not yet existing sa system, simply contact or approach the TUMCSI technical team. Now, let's say, for example, I'm going to add a student. I'm just going to add a sample student. For example, Patrick Manaw is here. And then another student. For example, TUMCSI technical team. Now, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just going to add 2 students lang. But in your actual class, you maybe have more than 15 students or 20 students. You're going to add them one by one here. Again, just a disclaimer, this is the way on how I add my student to make sure that I carefully added them one by one. I add their names one by one then. Now, after that, after nyo i-add yung mga students nyo here under sa students, go to teachers, and then you may also add a co-teacher. Now, ang co-teacher po na ating i-add for this class is our school principal, which is, for me, for example, si Ms. Cayetano. I'm also going to add our prefect for discipline, which is si Sir Baloca or Mr. Baloca here. Para anytime, they can enter the class and observe on how we conduct our synchronous classes. Okay, after that, pag nakapag-add na kayo ng co-teachers, your academic head or your principal, and Sir Baloca, our prefect for discipline, again, go back to students. Okay, after that, click Add. And then you're going to click Close. After adding the student, simply click the class that you've just created. And then, to start the class, just simply click the Meet drop-down menu to be provided with more options. You can schedule a meeting for a particular class, or you can instantly meet them now. The difference between the two, under the schedule a meeting, you will be reminded on when you're going to conduct your class. Let's say, for example, under here, sa add the title, you can add here the section and the title or the subject of the class. Add required attendees, you can add here your co-teachers, if you like, or additional attendees, the start date and the start time of the class, the end date and the end time of the class. You will also have an option if you want to repeat this class. For example, regularly, you're going to repeat it on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or custom. Let's say, for example, if the class is every Thursday, you can click the every Thursday, or you can customize it by assigning the date for that particular class. Okay, going back, I'm going to, let's say for example, I want to meet the class now. I'm just going to simply click the drop-down menu of the Meet button, and then I'm going to click the Meet Now. Now, since I don't have my webcam with me right now, kaya kung makikita nyo, I don't have a webcam or a video here. I'm just going to simply click the Meet Now button. And then, I'm just going to dismiss this one. As you can see here in this meeting, here are my co-teachers, and here are my student. Now, to invite them in the meeting, I can simply click the ellipsis button or yung may tatlong period sa gilid, and then I'm just going to click the Ask to Join. If the student is available at that particular time, ang mag-a-appear dito is available. Now, since they are unavailable, kaya unavailable po yung nakikita po natin na message here. That is the reason why I highly suggest that if you're going to conduct your synchronous class, make sure na na-inform po natin yung mga students natin that they need to be online 15 minutes before the start of our synchronous class. Now, let's say, for example, I'm going to show a PowerPoint slide on my presentation. Now, para ma-share nyo po yung pong PowerPoint slide doon sa entire class, ang gagawin lang po natin is simply click the Open Share Tray. And then after clicking the Open Share Tray, click the Desktop window. And then after clicking the desktop window, simply click the your entire screen here. Click the entire screen, then click the share button, and then click the PowerPoint slide that you've opened. Yan. After clicking the PowerPoint slide that you've opened, you will notice that the PowerPoint slide that I'm presenting can now be seen by the entire class dun sa klase natin. Okay, after that, to stop sharing your slide, again, simply click the Stop Sharing button. Then after clicking the Stop Sharing button, babalik po ulit tayo dun sa ating menu. Okay, now let's say for example, you are done with your presentation and you already unclick the share option or the share button. The next step that you're going to do, if natapos na po yung ating particular class for that session, let's say for example, my class for grade 10 computer is already over, you're just going to click the hang up button. After clicking the hang up button, you can give a rating here on the quality of your call. And then go back to MS Teams again. Okay, for example, this is the grade 10 class for the computer. Go back to MS Teams menu and then click your next class. And then just repeat the same procedure that I've just demonstrated before. You can click the Meet Now. You may invite students. If wala pa pong existing na student, but if meron ng existing, you don't need to invite all over again. Kasi every time na mag-open kayo ng class, yung mga in-invite nyo na before, nando na sila. ang gagawin nyo lang po is you just need to call them lang po or call their attention that they need to attend the class. Now, let's say for example, this is my last class for the day and this class is finally over. Ang next step na gagawin po natin is, again, you're going to hang up the class. After hanging up the class, go to the Teams menu. Then go to your MS Teams menu found here on the higher right portion of your screen. Click the drop-down menu and then click Sign Out. Just make sure na magsa-sign out lang po tayo right after our last class for the day. Huwag kayong magsa-sign out hanggat hindi pa po tapos yung inyong pong huling klase. Okay, thank you for listening for this tutorial. For my next tutorial, I'm going to discuss on how to use our TUMCSI LMS account. Thank you so much for listening.